History shows us that change often comes in waves. The protesters who have been out in the streets now for weeks say what they're doing is the motivating factor. Easing up at this point, they say, is not an option. At the start of this third week of protests, a noteworthy development is taking root.
So I've been going to several different events over the past couple of weeks.
People who look like Karen Blanc of the Upper East Side, speaking to a large, mostly white, attentive crowd Monday evening in the park adjacent to the mayor's residence at Gracie Mansion.
We value our safe streets, we do. Instead of having two police be partners, how about we have a police officer and a social worker or crisis manager that go out as partners?
On display, the kind of enthusiasm that is pushing forward the movement toward police reform on the heels of the killings of George Floyd and just this past weekend of Rayshard Brooks in Georgia, both at the hands of police.
This is 21st century policing.
Change is coming. On Monday, NYPD Commissioner Dermot Shea announced the disbanding of the department's plainclothes anti-crime unit.
Effective immediately, we will be transitioning those units, roughly 600 people citywide, into a variety of assignments, including Detective Bureau, neighborhood policing, and other assignments. We must do it in a manner that builds trust between the officers and the community they serve.
But to be clear, this is still a movement driven by outrage and exasperation from the black community, demanding change. But there's strength in numbers and diversity. Filmmaker, poet, author, former Black Panther, and Columbia University Department Chair Jamal Joseph.
You're seeing white people and Asian folks and brown folks and black folks all together crying out about injustice, but also there's a deeper cry, and it's about man's inhumanity to man.
Commissioner Shea counters that the department was already practicing many of the reforms just signed into law by Governor Cuomo, but certainly disbanding that anti-crime plainclothes unit, which was responsible for many of the negative and positive headlines over the years, represents a significant shift in culture and policy for the NYPD. We are live on the West Side tonight. Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.